Hi, my name is Ashok. Today we are going to see how the migration is working in SAP S4 HANA Cloud. So, the migration in the last few versions of SAP is like LSMW or LTMC, whereas in cloud they have come up with a concept in a tile base where it is migrate your data. So let's quickly jump into that particular tile. So select the migrate your data. Once when you select that particular tile, you'll be able to see a screen like this. So in the initial phase, we have to create a migration project. For my testing purpose, I've done few migrations, but let me show you again how the migration project has to be created, and from there how we can extract the template and we can import the data into the template and then upload it in the SAP S4HANA cloud. So to do so, click on the create button. Once when you click on the create button, you will have a name field which is mandatory, which has to be entered. So for our testing purpose, we can take it as customer master upload test and select the database connection. Our upload will happen through local. We are not going to use any remote. So once when you select the local, the step 2 button gets enabled. Now in the step 2, what happens? You have to select the migration object. Our testing is happening to migrate the customer master. So search for customer. The object customer is over here. So now we have to take it to the right side to make it available in our project. So the migration object is moved. Now click on review button. As you see, when I click on the review button, the object is having a preceding object in it. So select the object and see if that particular field is relevant for your project. So if this bank detail is required, you can take it. For my testing, I am not going to use this bank details. So I'm just ignoring it and clicking on the button, do not add. Once that is done, it is a review page again where you can have an edit of the general information and the migration object if you want to go back and do it again. So once when you have reviewed and things are okay, click on create project. Once when you create the project, the system automatically creates the objects in the backend. So there are list of activities and the object process which happens in the backend, which system shows the running activity in the backend. Like there is a one activity which is running because the system has to pre-populate all the objects in that particular customer object. So once the objects activities are completed, system will enable this button. So we need to wait for this button to get enabled. After few minutes, the system enables the action button. In that, you have to click on the drop down button where you will be able to download the template. So basically the SAP has provided two formats, the XML and CSV. For our testing purpose, I have chosen XML format, which I have already downloaded, and I just want to show you how it looks like. So this is our XML file in which we have to feed in the customer information. So in this file we have the general data, additional data like address usage, the international address version. There are so many information related to customers like the sales data, the sales partner, the sales organization text, the company data. So for our quick testing purpose, I have just used only the general data, where I've just added the customer number, the BP grouping which is mandatory, and the name. Since I'm just speaking as an organization, I'm just giving the organization name as SAP Cloud Limited. Then if you drag it to the right, you will have a few fields which are mandatory: the country and the language. So for country, let's take it to IN, India, and then if you see, there is a language field which will be mandatory. Let's quickly drag it to the left again to have a quick look on it. Yeah, the language is here. So this is also mandatory, which does not have the symbol, but still, if you drag the hidden features in it, you'll be able to see this field is mandatory. Once when you migrate, then only you will come to know there are so many fields which are mandatory, but that doesn't have the star symbol mentioned in the template. So we need to go in detail of each and every cell in the migration template to understand how the template is designed. So again, this is the hidden feature which is available in all the cloud system. So for a better understanding what has to be keyed in this particular field, you can cross validate through this. So once you have entered the information, save the template and then jump to your SAP screen. So over here, now since the button is enabled, now we have downloaded the template as an XML. We have added the information into the XML file. Now our next task will be we have to upload it in the SAP cloud. So click on upload file. Once you click on upload file, you will get a screen like this, which is loading. Let it load. Yeah, so it will be like this. Again, you have to click on upload button from here. Once you click on upload button from here, you can take the file from where you have stored the information. So my file is over here, customer data. Select it and system will automatically validate the XML file and it will give you the final result in the status. Once the final result has been approved by the system, then only you can go to the next phase of the migration. So until then, we need to wait for the system to pre-populate all the information. Now can you see the system has changed the status from the in process to data successfully transferred to the staging table. So now it has given us a green signal to go to the next step of the migration. So after this, you click on back, go to the mapping task. If you click on the drop down, you will see the prepare phase is over. Now we have to go to the mapping task. Click on the mapping task. Since there are few information which has to be mapped manually, because system is taking a double check whether what information what you have entered in the migration template matches the system preference. So select each mapping task and click on the arrow next to it. Once you click on the next arrow to it, you will have the values which you have to confirm manually. By clicking on the search, you will find defaulted values which has been maintained in the system. So you see, check all digital payment tokens. Digital payment tokens is not checked. So based on the business needs and the migration activities, you can select yours. For our testing purpose, I am just randomly picking the check all digital payment tokens. And once when you select that customizing value, the status changes to revised. After which you have to click on confirm. Once this is confirmed, there are other mapping elements which has to be completed as well. So select the next mapping element and then see the values what has been present in it. So no, there is no integration. So I'm just clicking on no, the status change and click on confirm. So now we have completed the mapping in the migration process. this is our second step, sorry, this is the third step which we have completed. Now once this status has been changed to confirm, you can come back. So now see, the mapping task, it's been completed, that's changed to 2. Now let's go into the next state, simulate. So you click on it and then start it. So system automatically runs the job in the background and it gives the result, either there is any error or is it successful. So if you see, the simulation has started, so we can go and check what are the activities which have been carried out in this phase by clicking on the button monitoring. Once when you click on the button monitoring, you will be able to see the list of jobs which have been running in the backend. So can you see, our task is in the first, and it is loading, and as and when it starts running in the background, it gives the status accordingly. Also note that when this particular jobs are activated, don't try to click on cancel, because there might be chances of the migrations getting collapsed. So it is highly recommended not to cancel any of the background jobs during the running of the jobs in the background. So if you want to cancel it, you can go back, and if you feel that the template or the project is completely not relevant, or you have made some mistake, I totally recommend you to delete that particular template and the project and recreate it from the scratch and try to use it. So that will give you a zero error free migration. Most of the time system takes few minutes to process the background job which has been designed. Most of you could have been wondering, since it's just a one data, why system is taking such a long time to process it. You know, it's a public cloud which I'm using, it's not a private edition. So the public version, obviously it will have some complications where you will have the yeah. Okay. Now, since the simulated data has been completed, it has given us some errors, completed with errors. Now, to know what errors has been generated, go to show message. Now, these are all the warnings. There are around 248 warnings, and there are 4 errors. So can you see, mapping value missing for mapping data for business partner grouping? Mapping of business partner grouping was not yet confirmed. Then the country is not yet confirmed. Language is not yet confirmed. So there are few, there are 4 tasks which has not been confirmed yet. So once when you complete that, then the system will allow us to do the migration. Let's quickly jump into that and clear the errors. Go back and select the mapping. There are 3 tasks open. Click on that and select one by one. Most of you could have been wondering, previously our mapping was being done, still those values was not being shown in the initial mapping field. That is because system has run the job in the background to check what are the information has been added and how the fields are being mapped. So it brings the additional mapping fields after the simulation has happened. So click on confirm. If things are fine, click on confirm. The same thing you do it for the remaining mapping fields which is shown in the screen. Once you have completed all the mapping field confirmation, jump to the previous screen. So now our mapping has been completed. Now you will be able to see the mapping task completed was 5. Now since this has been done, again try to re-simulate it. As this process will take some time, kindly bear with me. See, now the status has changed. Simulate migration started. So you can click on this template and then click on monitoring to know what activity is being carried out. So click on go to populate our activity. Now see, our background job got populated here in this activity, the first one. As and when the background job gets completed, the status gets changed accordingly. If you see the previous job, can you see it is completed? The one which we did it previously had completed with errors. Now we have done the new one. Let's see what status it shows after the background job run is completed. Now the status of the additional information bar has completed to 100%. Now see, the status has changed to completed. Now come back to the same screen and see it has successfully completed with 1. Now the next is migrate. Now click on the migrate and then start migration. Before you migrate, system throws you a warning that you are going to migrate your data. The migration cannot be undone, or is sure you want to continue. So make sure all the information whatever you entered in the template remains correct and then click on OK. Once you click on OK, system gets prepared in the background to migrate your data using the template which you have uploaded. So this takes another couple of minutes to complete it. To view the background process, what is going on, you can select the particular migration object and then click on monitoring. And click on go. So all the background activity, whatever has been carried out, can be viewed from the monitoring button. From this screen, you will be able to monitor whatever the task has been done. See, previously also we had the status bar generated under the additional information. Same like this, the migrate data also pre-populates the same bar showing the percentage of completion. Now see, it has completed 100% and the status also changes as and when the status get completed fully. See, the migration data completed. So let's go back and see the migration process has been 100% completed. Let's go into the tile customer master and check whatever we have uploaded got reflected in the customer master. So manage customer master data. Click on that. Our customer name was SAP Cloud Limited and the customer number is 51, 1 all time 0, 51. Let's go and search with the customer number. Okay, can you see SAP Cloud Limited? Our customer business partner number 1 all time 0, 51 got migrated into the SAP Cloud system. So this is how you have to use your migration template using migrate your data. Using this style you will be able to do it. So hope this video helps you to do the migration activity in SAP S4 HANA Cloud. Do let me know if you have any queries So I can help you at any point of time. Do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.